On September 16, 2000, a baby girl was born in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Her name, Catherine Jew. She was born to a Chinese mother in the United Kingdom. Seems simple, right? But what if I told you that this one birth would set off a legal crisis, transform European Union law and lead to a constitutional change in Ireland? This is a story of immigration loopholes, political drama, and a child who would change the law forever. To understand Catherine's story, we need to start with the island of Ireland. For centuries, Ireland was a part of the United Kingdom, but after years of conflict, the island was divided. The southern part became an independent republic, while Northern Ireland remained under British rule. But the division didn't bring peace. For decades, Ireland was embroiled in violence known as the Troubles, until in 1998, the Good Friday Agreement was signed, bringing a fragile peace. As part of this deal, anyone born in Northern Ireland could claim British or Irish citizenship. Simple enough, right? Well, not exactly. There was one key problem. When Ireland updated its constitution to reflect this new citizenship rule, the wording didn't mention anything about the parents of the child. This created a legal loophole. Anyone born on the island of Ireland, regardless of their parents' citizenship status, could automatically become an Irish citizen. This meant Ireland now had an unconditional birthright citizenship law, unique in the European Union. And it didn't take long for someone to use this to their advantage. Enter Man Lavette Chen. Chen was a wealthy Chinese businesswoman living in Wales. She wanted Western citizenship for her unborn child but couldn't obtain it under the UK's strict immigration laws. But thanks to Ireland's birthright citizenship rule, she had a plan. In her 7th month of pregnancy, Chen flew to Belfast, Northern Ireland, and gave birth to her daughter Catherine. Now, Catherine was not only an Irish citizen but also a European Union citizen, with all the rights that came with it. But Chen's plan didn't stop there. As an EU citizen, Catherine had the right to live anywhere in the European Union, including the UK. So Chen applied for residency, but there was a catch. UK law didn't extend residency rights to Catherine's mother, only to Catherine herself. What followed was a legal battle that would reach the highest courts in Europe. In the case known as Chen v. Home Secretary, the European Court of Justice ruled that since Catherine was an EU citizen, her mother had the right to live with her in the UK. This decision transformed EU citizenship law, setting a precedent that children could exercise their rights, even if it meant granting residency to their parents. The broader implications: birth tourism. This ruling had ripple effects far beyond Catherine's family. Suddenly, Ireland found itself at the center of a growing issue called birth tourism. Wealthy families from outside the European Union realized that by giving birth in Ireland, they could secure European citizenship for their children and eventually for themselves. The trend was particularly popular among wealthy Chinese families, but it wasn't limited to them. In the United States and Canada, birth tourism had already been a hot-button issue, with tens of thousands of families traveling every year to secure citizenship for their children. But in the European Union, this created a political firestorm. The Irish backlash and constitutional change. Facing mounting pressure, Ireland held a referendum in 2004 to amend its constitution and end birthright citizenship. The result? A landslide victory for the amendment, making Ireland the only European Union country to explicitly close this loophole. But not without consequences. The amendment led to difficult cases, like one in 2018, where a 9-year-old boy born and raised in Ireland faced deportation to China, a country he had never even visited. Critics argue this change has caused more harm than good. The legacy of Katherine Jew. So what became of Katherine Jew and her mother? After their legal victory, they didn't stay in the United Kingdom. They returned to China, only to eventually move to the United States, where Catherine is now pursuing a career in medicine, but the impact of her birth still resonates in Europe and beyond. Katherine Jew's birth was a small event that sparked huge legal changes. It challenged the definition of citizenship, reshaped immigration laws, and forced countries to rethink how they handle birthright. And while her story may be just one among many, its impact will be felt for generations to come.
If you found this story fascinating, make sure to subscribe for more content that dives deep into history, law, and the ways small events can change the world. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.